Hello everyone and welcome to another Warcraft 3 replay commentary. Today I'm gonna fulfill two requests at once because both of the players in this replay have been requested, and this was played in a Sutek Cup on April 10th of 2010, and it's gonna be a human mirror here on Tarina stand, and spawning in the top left spawn position in blue is the Korean human player Lucifer's brother, MichaeL, aka Rojinbuk, and he's gonna start with an altar first, and he's gonna face his opponent who spawns in the bottom right corner in orange, the Russian human player HawK, who started playing Warcraft 3 in 2007, so actually fairly late, and who actually played Night Elf in the beginning of his career, but he switched to human pretty quickly, and he played for a couple of rather unknown teams at first, teams such as Diamond, Slap and SJ, before in like 2009 and 2010 he became really famous as part of team Poker-Off, where he played together with other players like Please and Roll, and at the time by far the strongest player of team Poker-Off, Kaz, the Ukrainian human player. And later on, HawK also played for Empire and XTG. By the way, standard opening, completely normal by both, and both are going for the Archmage first. And HawK is definitely Europe's best human player in the era, I'd say post 2010, after the likes of Thorzane and Kaz, etc. Left Warcraft 3 and switched to StarCraft 2 or decided to do other things. So Scout by MichaeL and no Scout by HawK, so first little difference there. And yeah, HawK won a total of 14 Sutek Cups. He won several other smaller tournaments, and he became 4th place in the WCG 2011. He became 3rd place in the WEL 2013 Season 1, and he became 3rd place in the WEC 2014 just a couple of months ago. And he's being chased away here by the creeps, and MichaeL is going to be able to buy the first Forest Troll Shadow Priest here from HawK's side of the map. Not too horrible though, at least for now, since HawK isn't going to start with the Mercenary Camp creep anyway. And he's going to start, yeah, standard by creeping the two camps underneath his base, whereas MichaeL is going a bit off the standard, creeping the Mercenary Camp first here, and he's even going to be able to buy a second Forest Troll Shadow Priest if he wants to very early on, so that's going to be a lot of dispels for him. Level 2 on HawK's AM, getting the Cloak of Shadows, Tome of Intelligence and Gloves of Haste, so not particularly great items for him, whereas MichaeL gets the Greater Mana Potion, which of course is going to supply him with a lot of mana. And thanks to that and the 2 Forest Troll Shadow Priests, I'm assuming this one's not gonna fall because it would take HawK forever to chase that one down. He can apply a lot of pressure early on if he wants to. Second tower already coming now for HawK, who of course is aware that there are 2 Shadow Priests for MichaeL, and now is probably aware that there's the Greater Mana Potion for him as well. So yeah, that's a lot of potential pressure if MichaeL wants to. But MichaeL, on the other hand, spending quite some resources here on mercenaries early on. Doesn't have a single Arcane Tower in production yet, and of course in a human mirror he's gonna need that against potential water elementals of the opponent. MichaeL also getting the Forest Troll Berserker. So just note that he didn't move this peasant away. So once HawK starts creeping this, MichaeL can at least try to buy the Forest Troll Berserker. Well, he will get the Forest Troll Berserker if he wants to, but of course it's not so sure if he's gonna get the one out alive in case HawK starts creeping here. But never mind that, HawK is gonna get aggressive. Still no tech by MichaeL, tech by HawK is going, and second Arcane Tower coming, so maybe he just wants to be aggressive and not have HawK be in his base. Looks like the base is open here actually by MichaeL, so he's gonna be able to move his bigger units back into space as well. First Arcane Tower is just being upgraded right now. Forest Troll Berserker is taking a bit of beating. Some weird movement here by him. He's gonna get into the back of the base though, but it's closed here apparently, so that's not good. So the Forest Troll Berserker is gonna be kept alive. Nice little wall here with the peasants built by MichaeL, but it's not enough for Berserker. Goes down after all. Footman is gonna get out alive, so not even anything lost by HawK here, except for the one water elemental, but that's not really that big of a deal. Still no attack, and it seems like we're gonna see a fast expansion here by MichaeL at the 5-minute mark of this game, so that's really late. Third Forest Troll Shadow Priest bought by him already, and HawK on the other hand is already gonna finish his tier 2 in a couple of seconds, so he's gonna end up with a huge tech advantage here. Footman once again marching in, sees that there's still no attack, so that's gonna tell him something, and the Footman is gonna go towards the right hand side and scout this level 3 for the AM, who's taken quite a beating. Belt of Giant Strength, let's see if there's gonna be a Tome of Experience. No, Tome of Knowledge. And HawK, he's only level 2.5. He's barely got any units out. This one is a bit of trouble. So I don't really see him doing a lot of damage here. Let's just see if that one's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna be seen by this Footman, and he's gonna run into his own death here. He's not even being microed properly anymore, so HawK losing another Footman here. Expansion is gonna come up. Panda second for HawK, and double Arcane Sanctum with power build. Yeah, that's the second peasant, ensuring that there's going to be power build on both of these Arcane Sanctums. And because this fast expansion is so incredibly late, HawK's going to end up with a huge tech advantage here. I'm assuming MichaeL's not going to be able to go to tier 2 for quite a while. Just taking a look at his lumber resources at this point, he's at 80. He's gonna finish this one in a couple of seconds. Actually, one Footman's gonna go down from HawK. HawK didn't kill anything so far here. Slippers of agility for HawK's Archmage. That's of course not gonna be a huge deal. And yeah, those Footmen are gonna be chased away. Forest Troll Shadow Priest is gonna survive as well, thanks to some nice healing. First Arcane Towers coming. And that push didn't really do too much. He's got 24 XP on his Panda right now. But he's investing into 2 sorceresses first before he goes for the priests. And that's something I feel like is a really smart choice. If one player in Human Mirrors got attack advantage, then of course there's not really a lot the opponent can do against slow. I mean, MichaeL's got a couple of Forest Troll Shadow Priests, but he's gonna want to use the Dispel against the Water Elementals, especially once HawK's Archmage reaches level 3. So he's not gonna have a lot of mana to Dispel slow. So investing into these 2 sorceresses can be really nice if he makes them work. Panda level 1.5 right now. Root Bracer's not really a great item. At least until there's tier 2 and possibly a Mountain King second by his opponent. So level 4 on the AM. Mantle of Intelligence found here at the top of the map, as well as Claws of Attack +6. And the level 4. And Zeppelin for him I think he didn't... Okay, he did scout this already. Footman also at the right hand side sees that there is no tier 3 coming. Only casters, Dual Arcane Sanctum, and the Panda continues being crept as well. And is he gonna be able to cancel this expansion? If so, that would be freaking expensive for HawK, and it would be a lot of time won for MichaeL. Peasants have to reposition here, but he's not really doing a lot of damage to his expansion so far. Panda is gonna be finished creeping soon, so he's gonna come back here, but a Sapper is coming in from the right hand side, and he's getting the kill on his expansion, delaying HawK by a lot. The Panda is not level 3 yet, so this Drunken Haze Fire is going to do a bit of damage, but not really kill a lot of MichaeL's units, and that was a lot of time won here by MichaeL. New peasants are already reinforcing at the expansion, but as I said, it's going to take a long time to get this one fully working. Or at least finished. Panda continues creeping towards level 3, of course a hugely important level, and looks like MichaeL might even go for another drop here at the back of this expansion. Towers of course are going to be a huge help, and now the Scout Farm is coming at the Goblin Laboratory, but that's too late of course. This Zapper definitely was worth the investment. And looks like MichaeL's not gonna wanna drop in here with the entire human army sitting right next to the expansion, especially since the panda reached level 3 in the meantime. Yeah, he's got a level 2 aura on level 3.
Job's done.
So I'm assuming he misskilled here. I mean, he's got plenty of casters and a panda, but I don't really see how level 2 Brilliance Aura should be more useful in this situation than level 2 Water Elementals. Reskill here by MichaeL, so probably Blizzard.
Job's done.
And he's getting invisibility. And at the same time, while canceling this expansion, he set up quite a couple of towers, so with these sorceresses, probably there's not too much he can do to break this base. In his main base, MichaeL's also getting quite a couple of towers, and these will finish before the orange army arrives, and HawK decides to just go creeping. I'm assuming he saw this tower front and decided not to go push too deep into it. Dropping this Archmage now in the back of the main of HawK, and he's not responding very quickly. 3 peasants going down to the Blizzard here. At the same time, yeah, he continues creeping. Footman defend, Footman harassment at the expansion as well. So MichaeL is everywhere at this point, and HawK decides, is he just gonna decide to go for a counter push? It appears so. Another Blizzard here casted into the peasant line. 1 more peasant going down, 3 more peasants going down, so a huge load of damage dealt by MichaeL. The AM is already more than halfway to level 5. Heal potion bought. He might have to use that one. No, it looks like he's gonna get into the back of his base, which is yeah, open at the bottom as well as at the top. Lightning shield used by HawK here, and Blood Mage second coming from MichaeL. Breath of Fire hitting very nicely, and the lightning shield is doing plenty of damage. Very nice use of that by HawK. And yeah, HawK got a decent army at this point. And before the Blood Mage comes out, I don't really see MichaeL pushing HawK back here. But then again, MichaeL's got plenty of towers. The Zeppelin with the 2 Forest Troll Shadow Priest still sitting in the back of HawK's main base. But of course, those don't really deal a huge lot of damage. HawK, for some reason, decides to walk into the Blizzard here with his casters. Both of his heroes, of course, are out of mana. MichaeL's doing a decent job microing his arcane towers here so far. And the Blood Mage is gonna come out in a second. There's not really a lot I feel like HawK's yeah, HawK's gonna be able to do to keep this pressure up. Trying to go for the surround on the panda here, and I think he got it. 1 Footman is gonna fall here, and the second Footman is probably gonna fall as well, but the Archmage decides to TP out because he's slow, because the panda is surrounded, and because there wasn't really a ton of damage he was gonna be able to do at this point. But at least his expansion is running safely right now. His main is running with 6 peasants. Again, for some reason he decided to build a 3rd sorceress here. And he definitely needs that level 4 on the AM. Rebuying his town portal. And yeah, once he's level 4, he's finally gonna have those level 2 water elementals as well. So very quick tier 3 tech here by MichaeL, who's got a double Arcane Sanctum nevertheless though. HawK still staying tier 2. HawK, it seems like HawK just wants to keep the pressure up at this point. Of course, level 3-3 or 4-3 soon is gonna be decent against level 4 and level 1. I mean, level 1 Flame Strike doesn't do that much. And of course, it can be out microed. Heal potion, mana potion, invo potion on the AM, nothing on the Blood Mage at this point. And HawK has seen the tier 3 already. And yet he hasn't responded with his own tier 3, so that can only mean one thing, that he's gonna try and keep the pressure up. But at the same time, MichaeL very greedy, he's going tier 3, he's gonna have to try and hold on here, and expanding a second time, all simultaneously. So yeah, that's rather greedy, and he's paying the price for that right now. He's losing the Shredder, and he's down by 20 supply, so yeah, he's gonna really have to work nicely with what he's got at this point. Zeppelin, 2 Forest Troll Berserk, Shadow Priests, and the 2 heroes, of course, with the AoE spells. Trying to get another tower up. Panda casting another Breath of Fire in here. I'm assuming some more footmen harass, but at this point they don't really do a lot with all the towers HawK's got up at the expansion. AoE completely dodged here, except for the panda, who marches right through it for some reason. Of course, to cast another Breath of Fire into this chunk of buildings. So MichaeL's Archmage already closing in on level 5, whereas HawK barely passed the level 4. Another Arcane Tower has been taken down. Another Breath of Fire casted towards the gold mining peasants of MichaeL. And MichaeL's gonna have to pull back for now. And yeah, he's gonna have to try and hold on here together with those towers. Second expansion is just second expansion is just being built right now, so that's not gonna be helping him for quite a while. Actually, it's gonna be quite a liability resource-wise for quite a while. And HawK's gotta reposition for now. But with the size of his army, I mean, the low HP breakers can just sit together with the priests in the back and being healed, and I feel like MichaeL's gonna have a really hard time finishing anything here. But just as I said, one of the breakers going down. MichaeL's getting a bit aggressive here, really confidently moving out of his base. One of the breakers has to be pulled back. Lightning shield casted inside of the peasant line. Let's see if MichaeL's gonna realize what's going on. Of course, it's a very, very tense situation here. Another water mantle of HawK gets picked off. HawK once again has to reposition. MichaeL, as we can see, nicely microing his low HP breakers here inside of the Zeppelin. Let's see if that's going to be heal scroll for HawK, 2 heal scrolls even. So yeah, he definitely wants to keep the pressure up. HawK has scouted this off already, so he knows what's coming here. He knows what's up. He knows he's got to keep the pressure up unless he wants to eventually lose to a tech disadvantage as well as a resource disadvantage. But he reacts to his tech disadvantage at least and goes tier 3 as well. Another nice pickup with the Zeppelin here of the low HP breaker, and that's definitely something, some advantage MichaeL's got at this point with the Zeppelin. He's making really nice use of that, and HawK doesn't have one. Another Breath of Fire casted here, another peasant going down, level 4 on the panda. Expansion's still not up, so it's taking so long. Also because MichaeL's not really power building it. I mean, 2 peasants at a town hall can't really be called a serious power build. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, very quick dispel here by the priests. Getting rid of the Drunken Haze, and Zeppelin gets taken down. A couple of priests are gonna be dizzy here, so he's gonna have to keep these back. And yeah, MichaeL just continues to try to work with his AoE. Another priest gets sniped off, and I feel like he's doing the best with what he's got. Let me just check. The workshop's been up for quite a while. Still no upgrades for MichaeL. He's finally getting that second expansion running. Still not fully though. I'm just waiting for the workshops because he's had that tier 3 for such a long time. I mean, of course he's lost the altar, so there's no way to get a third hero. But he's not getting workshop, he's not getting knight, so he's not really benefiting from this tier 3, which he's got for quite a while. And it looks like MichaeL's gonna get aggressive here with these militia, trying to sandwich the breakers, but HawK is nicely repositioning. He's forced to use his second heal scroll right now, but the casters are repositioning surround on the Blood Mage, who's got no items except for the 7th Sanctuary, but there's plenty of items on the AM. He passes the Invo Potion and decides to Town Portal out as he is slowed as well. And Blood Mage is going to survive. It's almost 80 supply against 53. And this was a call to arms, so he didn't mine at all for a couple of seconds from this main base. And HawK is just keeping the pressure up. He wants to break this, he has to break this, unless he gets a second expansion up, but this one hasn't even been crapped yet. So 2 casters going down against the Arcane Towers, not a great idea to have those in a straight up fight. And MichaeL just pulling back for now. HawK, where's he sending those? Is he calling militia? Is he creeping this simultaneously? By the way, Paladin 3rd for HawK right now, so even though he's had his tier 3 a lot later, he's got he still has an altar. I was about to say a fairly running economy, but of course with 3 bases, MichaeL's economy is more than fairly running. And a new Zeppelin for him, as we can hear. And HawK's pulling back. I mean, of course, he's got a huge advantage in terms of army size right now, so he should be able to get this second expansion up more or less unchallenged. Huge supply advantage for him. Upgrade-wise, neither of the players has done anything. AoE coming in against the caster. Priest is taking plenty of damage, but he's being microed out just in time. Zeppelin is now coming in as well. One of the breakers is being healed here by the Paladin and is gonna survive for now. Thanks to that, 3 out of 4 priests are being hit by that Breath of Fire. One of them is going down, and there's no way for MichaeL to do anything about this expansion at this point. This is completely safe. The 3 Sorks are still alive. Funnily enough. But of course, since there are 6 breakers out at the moment, plus the 3 priests, there's nothing these Sorks can do at the moment, especially since there's no adept upgrade on those. Zeppelin's still around with the heroes inside them though, and HawK decides to just immediately continuing to keep the pressure up. Couple of towers coming, Town Hall coming, but the Zeppelin is flying towards that.
Job's done.
And Workshop, Blacksmith is coming just now for HawK, so he's not gonna have mortar teams for quite a while as well. And some great AoE coming in here. If he's able to cancel this expansion, it's gonna be a huge, huge victory for MichaeL in this game. A very, very, huge big point. Again, nice micro by MichaeL with his Arcane Towers, making sure the Panda's out of mana. Now, MichaeL is finally investing into a bit of tier 3 units, and the Town Hall is actually going to be cancelled. This peasant is going to fall to the next wave of Blizzard, and this is going to win so much time and so much resources for MichaeL. And once again, another neat move here by him, microing his Arcane Towers against the Paladin. So this one was out of mana, and therefore the Panda had to be staffed because there was no more Holy Light available, which is going to limit HawK's damage output by a lot. So Arcane Towers up, new Town Hall coming, but except for one peasant, all of them have gone down, so it's gonna take a long, long time for this Town Hall to finish. Level 3 for the Blood Mage as well, 5-3 right now. And there is a Paladin out. There's the Paladin. 5-3 right now against 4-4-1. Of course, 5-3-1. First Holy Light on the first of those knights, and you cannot overstate how awesome knights are in straight up battles against breakers. Like the ideal counter to the standard tier 2 breaker priest army is basically knights, priests, knights, master priests, and mortar teams with the fragmentation shard upgrade. They just completely destroy the tier 2 human army, but of course neither of the players is tier 2 anymore. Another AoE coming in here. First of the breakers is now it's going down. Drunken Haze casted by the Panda, but actually there's no mana on him anymore. Paladin Scarlet, take care. There is a staff barely used in time here at about 20 HP. Another Blizzard coming in. HawK repositioning his units, but these breakers in front are a little bit out of position. And the 2 Sorks in front here are gonna fall probably. Yeah, second Sork is falling as well, but as I mentioned, those are worthless at this point anyway. So HawK is gonna have to pull back once again, and this fight is looking so good for MichaeL, and TP even forced by HawK, who's gotta make sure he's getting out alive with most of what he's got. And another knight has taken care of these peasants at the expansion, so it's gonna be delayed even more. So HawK, economy-wise, seems to be falling back further and further. This knight's not gonna get away though, because the Sork here has mana for a slow, and yeah, that's enough. Take down the knight. Paladin's gotta take care, but he still has divine. Never mind, he doesn't have divine shield because he's level 1. But he's getting out nevertheless. So mains of HawK is empty. So at the moment it's 3 mines against 1. So huge income advantage at the moment for MichaeL. But then again, in not too long, 2 of these 3 mines of MichaeL are gonna run out. So Blizzard and Flamestrike once again coming in. Paladin's taking quite a beating immediately again. Holy Light used and then Staff out. So this Paladin didn't do too much. Divine Shield used on the other Paladin though. Surround on the Panda, but Blood Mage needs to take care. Blood Mage is staffed out, so that opens a space for the Panda to get to the back of this fight, so both of the players saving all their heroes for now, but surrounded the AM again, and there's no items on him, except for the Staff of Sanctuary, of course, which isn't gonna help him at all. So the Panda's going down, the Archmage is going down, the Panda's getting into the back of HawK's expansion, but a huge kill here by MichaeL. Yeah, getting rid of HawK's first hero, as well as securing his level advantage. The Archmage also should be level 6 at this point, now being dropped here. Yeah, he is at level 6, but at the same time, there's no way MichaeL can stay in this fight, so he's using his ultimate here for the first time. Doesn't have to use the town portal, of course. Thanks to that, where did he use the ultimate to? Okay, to the top here. He did have the town portal on the Paladin. Interesting choice, given that he's focused very often and then staffed out. So I don't really... well, I mean, of course, once he's surrounded, it saves him from dying. But then again, when he's staffed out, do you really want to have no town portal at all? But I guess at this point it doesn't matter anymore, because now there's the level 6 on the AM of MichaeL. So HawK still sitting at 80 supply, 2 years crossbow, as well as an invul potion. The AM is being reproduced in the altar. He's gonna be back soon. We do have 2 mines finally running for HawK, and now MichaeL yeah, has lost the first of his 3 mines, and he's getting a second workshop right now, so he's gonna add a lot of mortar teams to his mix. HawK, I think not yet. Another Blizzard Flame Strike going in here, killing plenty of peasants. So MichaeL, of course, his second expansion, his first expansion is gonna run out soon, so he's gonna be down income wise, so the pressure is on him right now. He's gotta bring this one down, and for now he did a good job, at least at delaying HawK's mining, stopping him from getting a huge army advantage. Eventually Paladin's taking quite a beating. There is no staff on the Panda, the staff is on the Archmage, who's back just now, as we heard. Some units positioned here next to the base as well. First mortar team already working on the main base, and it looks like MichaeL might just want to kill this town hall. The AM does have mana for the ultimate, so he's gonna get out of there. Nice AoE used against the casters once again, though. HawK is forced to reposition, and it looks like MichaeL's gonna use that time to just take down the town hall. One of the priests is going down, and the town hall falls. One of the workers goes down as well, so only one person left there. At the left hand side, MichaeL using the town portal, using the ultimate to his farm here, which afterwards he almost kills for whatever reason, but now he decides to switch to the altar of HawK. And the mortar team, I think, has taken down the shop as well as one of the farms here. And HawK's gotta run back. I feel like MichaeL's probably... is he gonna want to take a straight up fight here? Not quite sure about that. But he decides to do so. Militia are now coming in. Flame Strike casted, not really well positioned. Didn't do a lot of damage. The Blood Mage taking plenty of damage, but heal potion used before the Breath of Fire can hit here. Now Breath of Fire comes in. Panda is also very close to level 5. Level 5 now on HawK's AM. Panda's gotta take care though. There should be the staff available, so he shouldn't be in any real danger though. And the Blood Mage, yeah, taking another Holy Light, so he's gonna survive. Nice positioning by HawK now against those vulnerable mortar teams. Panda getting another Holy Light. The Paladin is still level 1 here, quite ridiculous. And I feel like these breakers are in a horrible position. He's definitely gonna have to move them back, because they are completely sandwiched and he's gonna lose all of them. But actually he decides to use his ultimate to get away. Only one of the breakers going down, so very nice decision here by HawK, by MichaeL, who might lose one of these mortar teams though. The Sorc now has mana for 1 slow, but he's not microing her. He's just running after this mortar team, and MichaeL making such nice use of the fact that this mortar team has been left here, deciding to go for the upcoming town hall once again at the bottom left side of the map. So 1,400 gold in here, almost 6,000 gold in here. The mortar team is running away desperately, and it looks like it's gonna survive. And this one's empty, so both of them have 1 gold mine at this point. 1-1 upgrades, by the way, on the knights and breakers. 1-0 on the mortar teams. He's working to get 2-2 on the Knights. Let's just see. HawK on the other hand, no upgrades at all, no workshop even for him at the moment. Oops, just accidentally stopped recording there for a second. We missed nothing, so we can clearly see MichaeL's resource advantage that he had for such a long time getting into works when looking at the upgrades. Let's see if HawK is gonna try and get that expansion up another time. I guess he doesn't have much of a choice. Well, he does have a choice. He can either go for a huge all-in against those towers, which with a level 5 Panda might, you know, there's a decent chance of it working. I mean, he's got a huge army. Or he can go for another expansion. Then again, the problem with pushing against those towers would be the mortar teams with 1-0 attack upgrades. And a second one is even in the pipeline already. And their fragmentation shard upgrade. So yeah, HawK's building this expansion another time, and MichaeL is trying to get one of the breakers into position for the mass teleport, but this time HawK is not gonna let that happen. He gets level 2 on the Paladin finally, but at the same time he's taking a huge beating at his main base, losing his castle. So he's gonna be down to tier 1 again. So no more knights for him, no workshop anytime soon for him. And if he loses these arcane sanctums, he's not gonna have any production. So I feel like it's gonna all... Okay, there's the flare, by the way, by one of the mortar teams. It's all gonna come down to whether or not he can defend this expansion. Another priest here gets caught, so MichaeL really wants to have a unit in position here for a mass teleport once HawK's army arrives here at his former main base, but HawK is not gonna fall for it this time. So just keep in mind, this expansion has only 4,500 gold in it. Only in huge quotation marks, of course that's a huge load of gold. Whereas this one has 11,400, so if HawK gets this one up and gets this one stabilized and holds on somehow, then MichaeL eventually is gonna get into trouble. But MichaeL's got plenty of time to work with. So he's got triple staff, 1 town portal, 2 heal potions, 1 mana potion. I guess heal scrolls would definitely suit him well against the level 5 Panda. So this one's finished. He's gonna start mining, producing a couple of towers. Yeah, he definitely needs to secure this. Let's see, what does MichaeL buy? 1 heal scroll here on the AM, 1 on the Blood Mage, Invo potion on the Paladin. 2 upgrades on the Knights, 2-0 on the mortar teams. And no upgrades at all for HawK. So first AoE coming in nicely. First priest is going down. The mortar teams are gonna go to work against those casters. And he's doing plenty of damage against those, but now he's putting them back decently. I was just saying, as he takes another huge beating here, but the Archmage is in some trouble as well. Heal potion's been used. First heal scroll has also been used. The Panda needs to be careful as well. Now Holy Light used on him, as well as I think it was a heal scroll. Now Panda's gotta be careful though. Does he have a staff or anything? He's got the Invo potion, but it looks like HawK's front has just completely broken through here, and there's only vulnerable units such as casters and mortar teams left. MichaeL's trying to reposition. Both the Archmages are in a bit of trouble, but it seems like neither of the players does have the damage output in place to really finish off their opponent's AMs. MichaeL's Archmage is in huge trouble though, but there's the Paladin in place. There's still mana for another Holy Light on him. The orange Paladin is out of mana though. And now it looks like HawK is again going to switch to those vulnerable mortar teams. AM is out of position though, but as I mentioned, there's still mana on MichaeL's Paladin. So Panda is being drawn out of mana. He was just at about 75, so he did have the mana for a Breath of Fire, but not anymore. And he is the main target here, Flame Strike. And Blizzard used it, the Panda is marching right through it, but he does survive nevertheless on 70 HP. Paladin still has Divine Shield, and he's got the Invo potion as well. And the mortar teams are still alive for some reason. Lots of hero focus going on by both of the players. Now the mortar teams are being repositioned once again. Panda's coming in. He's not at 70 mana again yet, but soon. Paladin's taking a bit of a beating. Now he's gotta use his small Invo potion. There is the staff on the AM, and he miss MichaeL with his staffs. having to use the town pot right now, but that was kind of a blunder by HawK. I mean, can you blame him? The game's been going for 35 minutes, non-stop action, but he did have the Staff of Preservation. Oh, barely dodges the Blizzard here. He did have the Staff of Preservation on the AM as well as the Panda, and he decides to use the AM staff on the Paladin. Was it the Paladin? I think so. And he should have used the Panda staff, and then he still would have had the AM staff to get the Panda out. At the same time, the Paladin gets staffed out just in time, so both the players show him some magnificent micro here, but it looks like HawK is just barely overwhelmed here in terms of army size. There's still 2,000 gold in here, so there's about 3.5 minutes of gold income left for MichaeL, and HawK is really getting under more and more pressure here. AM's gotta pull back. The knights are about the same speed, so he should stay alive for a little bit longer at least. But at the same time, another flame strike here, doing plenty of damage. There's exactly 5 peasants alive at this point. I mean, the barracks isn't really gonna bring anything for HawK for now, at least, because he's only gonna be able to produce footmen from that. Yeah, some farms being built here by MichaeL, and he never broke into high upkeep just until now, as I said, and he saved up so many resources. Getting even an orb, he's getting plenty of heal potions, new TP. He's at 81 supply, as I just said, 2-3 upgrades, plus 2-0 upgrades on the mortar teams, some flares going down here, yeah, at the expansion, as well as at the second expansion, and it's 81 supply against 30 at this point. AM level 7, by the way, in the meantime, of MichaeL. The first knight is under some pressure. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire going on the Blood Mage, who's also reaching level 5. Archmage's gotta be careful. He's running. Yeah, he's gonna get out alive for now, but there's only heroes left basically for HawK. And there's the GG, well played by him. Just as the game ended, we saw another level up. Level 4, I think, actually, for MichaeL's Paladin there in the end. So, 37-minute game. Basically non-stop action after the point at which HawK decided to counter MichaeL's AoE harassment with a huge tier 2 push of his own. And very much back and forth, both of the players being at the resource or income advantage plenty of times. And let's just for a second check the resources here. Yeah, about 6,500 more gold for MichaeL in this game, and you could clearly see that. Also the tech percentage, huge upgrade advantage for MichaeL. Also having the mortar teams in the mix, of course, helped a lot. And yeah, very unique play by him. He just loved to get his Blood Mage either first or second into the mix, and I feel like he could have won even more clearly in the mid game if he didn't. I feel like in the end the investment paid out when he went for that second expansion that early on, but I feel like he could have just stayed at 2 bases and then go for quicker actual tier 3 units as well as a quicker Paladin, and then just get an advantage like that. But then again, maybe HawK wouldn't have pressured him so hard knowing that both of them had 1 expansion running. So that's a lot of theory craft here. In the end, MichaeL advanced here. Soccer was the player who won the entire Sutek Cup. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Give a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't. You can also donate money if you want to. There's the donate button in the video description. And give a comment. So that's it. I'll see you soon. Bye.